So after reading chapter 71 of Boruto, someone scared me. This person isn't Damien or Kawaki, and it is definitely not Code, because Code is a loser. However, the person who is scaring me right now is Amado, as this chapter proves that everything that is happening right now is going according to his plan. Now, not only will I explain how Amado planned everything out, but I will also explain why he is doing that. So before we get into the video, like and subscribe as it helps push out the videos to more people. You see, for Amado to achieve this goal, he needed someone. He needed to gain control of Kawaki. You see, after Kawaki successfully got his karma, Amado planned out his entire life. He gave Kawaki pills on purpose so that the karma extraction would take longer, giving him more time to find a way to destroy Ishiki Otsutsuki. After he found a way to do that, he slowly started messing around with the Kara members, weakening Kara from the inside out. He did this by turning off Delta and escaping while Cold was still unaware and alone in Ishiki's palace. In addition, he made sure Victor was blamed for Kawaki's escape, which led to him getting killed off. He made sure that there was a special coordinate so that Sasuke could learn about Ishiki's existence, and he knew that the village would take Kawaki with them. So now, everything was perfectly set up. He went to the Leaf village to fix the problem that he had created. You see, Amado uses this tactic a lot. He would go and create various problems which he knew he was the only one who could fix it. This is how Amado made the Leaf village depend on him. He gave Naruto and Sasuke the perfect instructions to defeat Ishiki, while knowing that they would come back nerfed. This is why he gave Kawaki his karma back, knowing that he would become the strongest person in the village. However, Kawaki did not want this, as he didn't want to have the karma anymore. However, Amado already knew that this was going to happen, which is where Cold's role comes into play. His role was to push Kawaki to desire the karma, which is where Kawaki would reawaken the karma again. Amado knew that Cold would have allies, as Amado created Ida and knew about all her abilities. So he knew that the guards who were instructed to get rid of her would eventually fall under her love spell. But he knew Ida's situation and knew that Ida was looking for a mate. And that is where Kawaki comes into place, as Kawaki has an influence on Ida. And that's why he made the auto blow up button for Kawaki. Despite the fact that Amado has not used any broken abilities, he is currently the person with the most influence. This is because Kawaki, who is now confirmed to be the strongest in the village, is under Amado's control. If he doesn't listen to Amado, he can just blow him up. In addition, he has the favor of Shikamaru and the other villagers who fear Kawaki's power due to Kawaki's recent actions. In addition, he has control over Ida and Damien, as if they threaten to kill him, he will destroy Kawaki, the man that Ida loves. You see, Amado, a man with no special abilities apart from being a great scientist, is now the person who holds the most influence. This is something Chosen pointed out to me in his chapter review. Amado holds the most influence, and I doubt he's going to use it to help the village, as he stated himself that he has his own objectives and doesn't care about trivial stuff like pride and honor. The only person he doesn't have control of is Boruto. But this is false. This has not been revealed yet, but remember how Amado gave Boruto the pills? Are you sure that he didn't add something else to it? Can you prove or justify that Amado didn't do anything else to Boruto? That's what we thought with Kawaki. However, we soon learned that this wasn't the case, as Amado placed an auto blow-up button on Kawaki. If you go with the scenario that Amado put something else in Boruto's pills and gave it to Boruto for him to consume, then he would gain control over Boruto. Wouldn't it be the way that Momoshiki's prophecy would come to pass? As if Amado gained control of Boruto and told him to destroy the village and all his loved ones, wouldn't it go along with the prophecy? As Momoshiki states in his prophecy that Boruto's blue eyes would take everything from him, meaning that he would be the one to do it himself. This could either be by being controlled by Amado or either by doing it by accident. But by the way everything is playing out, it is more likely that Amado is the one who controls him and forces him to kill his loved ones. And again, shout out to my boy Chosen who came up with this theory. So now let's discuss why Amado is so interested in Kawaki. So first of all, we have to point out that it is not Kawaki that Amado is interested in. To be exact, it is Kawaki's karma, which he needs to fulfill his objectives as stated in chapter 71. So this means that it is an ability that Kawaki possesses. Most people believe that it is linked to Ishiki's wish granting ability, which I believe could be the case. However, when people start saying that he is trying to bring his daughter back, this is where I have to disagree. I disagree because if it is all about bringing his daughter back, he would have gotten this wish granted by Ishiki. However, because he didn't do that, it means that this wish he wanted to be granted is something that could potentially harm Ishiki, or something that Ishiki would never accept. The truth is, we don't know exactly what wish Amado wants to be granted. However, what I do know is that it will not benefit the Lee village. So now let's talk about Amado's secret ability that has been revealed to us in chapter 71, where we learn about Amado's last name. So Amado's full name is Amado Sansu. This is how you pronounce it for Americans, and for the Japanese you would say Sansu Amado, and is derived from the mythological river, the River of Three Crossing. So before reaching the afterlife, the souls of the deceased must cross the river at one of the three crossing points. If you are to believe that Amado's ability is to bring and make cyborgs that could potentially be related to this story, then he would be one of the cross points. And his ability would be to create cyborgs who are nearly identical to the souls he has met in the cross points. We have seen Kishimoto do this multiple times in Naruto with various characters. And if you remember the story of the cross section, then you would remember that there are three cross sections. One of them is Amado, which means that the other two cross sections represent people too. And since Amado's last name is Sanzu, then it means that they are probably related to Amado. I don't know what Amado's wish is, but there is a possibility that Amado's wish is related to the members of his family. Maybe Amado's family or siblings have all been granted this ability, the ability to revive or make cyborgs that are identical to the souls they found in the crosspoints. Or maybe it is not the case. But before we end, I just have to point out one thing. Amado cannot be an Otsutsuki. Because if Amado is an Otsutsuki, then Ishiki would be the first one to know. We learned through the code arc that Otsutsukis can sense each other, so if Amado really was a cyborg, then Ishiki would have known that he was truly a cyborg. So he wouldn't have had to keep Boruto alive so that he could sacrifice him to the divine tree. He would just use Amado for that. However, is Boruto going to save the village with his Jogan, or is it broken? Watch this video right here to find out.